Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to September 2023 general monthly reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And I apologize, Leo, for taking so long to get your monthly out. It's been a busy week, as you probably already realize. Have a lot of the super full moon in Pisces was a huge deal, and it still is, no doubt. But last week was a very busy, heavy energy week and full of all kinds of different big energies. Okay, so let's get right into the transits. So we have a lot of retrograde planets this month. And like I just said, that super full moon was a huge deal for all of us. And it still is. To me, it was about endings and new beginnings and all kinds of big energies and big quick changes. And we will continue to see that throughout this month, no doubt. Okay, so it was in Pisces, 7 degrees, and the reason why I say it's a big deal, and the energy is still with us now for at least a week, and maybe longer, depending on how sensitive you are, and also to your specific natal wheel, and the transiting planets, and your natal planets, and how they are aspecting you specifically. So, again, the super full moon in Pisces, 7 degrees, big deal because it's close conjunction to retrograde Saturn in Pisces as well, 4 degrees. And then not only that planet in Pisces, we still have Neptune in Pisces, 26 degrees. It's also retrograde. And so that's a big deal for all three of those. And that energy, also including that, it's not just that, it is also transiting Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, 27 degrees, and then, 28 degrees, and then by the end of the month it will be 27 degrees. And so Pluto, so you have Saturn and Pluto and Neptune. So let's break it down really quick here. So Saturn, again, is the authority figure, is that serious, it's time to get to work, time to focus, and get to work on whatever it is close to, and bringing clarity to, bringing truth to, bringing reality to. And with Neptune conjunct, Neptune is the fantasy. It can mean or talk about illusion or imagination, and even deceit, where we have been deceived and or where we have deceived, whether it's ourselves, others, it doesn't matter. But with Saturn right there, and then we have that super full moon still going on with that energy of explosion is how it feels to me. Explosion of big energy that is bringing the clarity, the truth, reality, seriousness, and focusing Saturn, authority figures, and whether that's with us individually or us as a collective and humanity, and the authority figures that we have as humanity seen as authority figures, getting clarity, getting truth to fantasy. So being able to decipher, and Pluto in there as well is that intense planet that doesn't care what it must destroy or get rid of in order to get to the root truth. Whatever blockages are blocking us personally and or as a collective, Pluto will get to the bottom and it will disintegrate that no matter what it takes. And so you have Saturn, the authority figures, and that serious planet that's to getting to business. Then you have Pluto exploding things away, along with the super full moon adding its explosive energy. And then Neptune is there too, adding its energy to get to the bottom of deciphering, okay, what is fantasy, what is reality? All of those, in every way, in the world and in our personal lives, because they're blockages. Whatever is not, whatever's stopping us, and whatever we might think is the truth, and it's not, it's stopping us individually and as a collective. Okay, I know I spent a long time on that, but it was so necessary. So, really quickly, the next full moon will be on the 29th of September. It's going to be 6 degrees Aries. It is going to be conjunct to transiting retrograde North Node in Aries and transiting retrograde Chiron in Aries, the wounded healer, where we are all wounded, and then once you know that consciously, you can heal yourself. All right, and then we also have the new moon will be on the 15th of September. That same day, Mercury in Virgo will go direct, and the new moon, by the way, is also in Virgo, 22 degrees. And so that's a very important day as well, because Virgo is very much a factual and perfectionist, and it's also the verbal skills of Pluto is very direct and communicative, and so about truth as well. And so that's what I see with all this other stuff going on. Besides, last but not least, we have Uranus retrograde in Taurus, along with Jupiter retrograde in Taurus as well. Taurus has to do with our value system, what we value, how we value ourselves, and or humanity, or what we see to be valuable, important. And then Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and being right there conjunct to Uranus, which is the planet of quick, unexpected, surprising changes. Expect huge, quick, unexpected, surprising changes with Jupiter expanding Uranus's energy in Taurus, and it has to do with our values, our value system, and how we've seen things and what the truth is, as opposed to what is fantasy as well. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Leos, let's get to your general reading to see what you might be able to expect this month. Okay, so let's start. What deck do we want to start with? Okay, let's start with this deck here. And like I always say, if this reading isn't right for you, that is perfectly okay, Leo, because your planets and the transiting planets to your natal wheel are going to be unique. And so you might want to try your moon sign, your ascendant, or some call it rising sign, and or your north or south nodes of the moon. Okay. So this is for Leo. Whoa. Okay. Fire and water. I'm going to see if there's anything else. I feel like there's something else that wants to come up. Yes, a lot of energy. Leos, a lot of explosive energy, fiery energy, which you are naturally a fire sign. So that you are well aware of that and that type of energy, Leos. So that's not gonna what I'm getting is that's not going to curtail you in any way, shape, or form, Leos. Whatever type of explosive energy that is, you can handle it this month. You are ready for it. And in fact, I was drawn to her eyes. You are going to see it coming. So listen to your intuition, listen to yourself, watch and believe, or trust, not believe, but trust what you see, what you hear in all the different ways that one can see and hear. So it's not just physically, it's emotionally, it's spiritually, and it's mentally. All of them together combined in a balanced way. Because you are going to be told something is what I'm getting. Okay. Some of you might have water in your chart, prominent as well. So fire prominent and water prominent. It doesn't have to though, you don't have to. Okay, this is number 2. And it says stillness amidst turmoil. Yes. That makes sense because that's what I'm getting is you are very stable. So you see what's coming, or even if you don't see what's coming, you are able to adapt yourself very quickly this month to whatever is happening around you, this turmoil. Yes, and then the next word is feel, and then emotional integration. So yes, you're able to integrate whatever's going on within your reality and the outside environment very harmoniously and very quickly and spontaneously is what I'm getting for you Leos this month. And I just got some of you been practicing that. So you're going to see it, if that's true, you're going to see it all come together and how you just flow through this month. And whatever comes at you, you are just able to flow with it. Go with the flow is what I just got to. And maybe that is a message for some of you too. Just an extra message to just make sure that you go with the flow this month. Because it's going to be, I just got the word required for you in order to be able to navigate all that's going on. Because I'm just getting, again, there's a lot of different energies. There's a lot going on mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically for you this month. Okay, I'm also getting, because also staying balanced like that so that you have the ability to jump into motion when necessary. Because there's going to be, again, like Uranus, like I just mentioned, quick, unexpected, surprising changes. And so with you being able to already be able to go with the flow and in that energy with yourself, then you are going to be able to jump to and very quickly change direction if necessary, because I'm getting that some of you are going to have to, it's going to be necessary for you to be able to change directions or do something different quickly, or just be quick on your toes. I'm just getting quick and being able to move or adjust yourself quickly is just the energy that I'm getting for you this month. Okay, and then the second card is Divine Feminine. It's number 3. And so you have 2 and 3. And so I'm getting 2. This has been a step-by-step process for a lot of you. And so you definitely know what I'm talking about, because you've been either working through that, so that making yourself having the ability to be able to go with the flow and not be so rigid is what I'm getting for some of you. And so you're really going to be able to see it come to fruition, and all that you've worked on in that arena there all come together this month, because it's going to be necessary for you. So that's going to be very beautiful. And so again, this is number 3. Receive your birthright. Wow. Unconditional love. Wow, that's a big deal. I'm really getting drawn to the word birthright. So something about your birthright this month is happening for you. Something new, obviously new, is opening up for you, but it has something to do with your birthright, your path, what you were meant to do, your calling, why you came here, and what you are to do. So you're either going to be introduced, for those of you that don't already know. If you already know and you've just been preparing yourself, you're going to have an open door that you're going to be able to take that opportunity to walk through that door and actually, I got the word performing. Huh, that's interesting, Leo, performing. That's naturally a part of who you are, is being able to perform, being on stage and being that leader on stage and everybody watching you, listening to you, whatever that is. So that's okay. So since this is a general reading, I'm getting that some way, somehow, each and every one of you, you're going to be taking the stage for yourself. You're going to be, and that's your birthright, because there's something that you have to share with humanity. I also got family, the word family, so I don't know what that means exactly, other than family members, maybe, the world, maybe that's your family. But again, it's some type of audience. I also got children too for some of you. And also I'm getting with this card is, you can see her, again, this is divine feminine. So the feminine, whether you're male or female, that doesn't matter. It's what it's talking about is the energy of the feminine energy, which is receptive, receiving. Like I spoke right away, is staying open to receiving the messages, however they come, seeing with your all of your senses, because, and that's also maybe for some of you, that's what's opening up for you, is all of your senses, or being able to take advantage of all of your senses, and that's what assists you in going with the flow and this birthright. Wow. Okay, a lot of information with these 2 cards. That is so beautiful, and that's awesome. Outstanding for you, Leo. I'm excited for you. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards and see if we can get more details about this for you, Leos. I also got, maybe some of you are taking a trip, or you're going to take a trip on an island, or maybe some of you live on an island. And then I got, maybe some of you are living, the island you're living on is Hawaii, one of the islands of Hawaii. And maybe literally you are in amongst, because there's a volcano in the background, maybe literally you have been having to deal with the incident on Maui. And I am so sorry for all of you that are going through that and who have been put through that. Wow, I just got the words. There is something to learn through that situation for all of us, and there's truths coming out about that. So Leos, again, if that pertains to you, I'm so sorry that you are going through that, and your family is going through that. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'm being drawn to say that. And that sounds like it's a specific message for someone. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. He's all about wisdom, especially I'm getting this for you, Leos. So it's all about wisdom, and wisdom that you have gained, wisdom that is still waiting and ready for you to gain and open up to. And Master, I just got too. I was drawn also to the number 5. I'm not usually drawn to that, but of course this is number 5, the Roman number 5. And what the number 5 means, it has everything to do with change. Everything to do with change. So major change or changes are going on this month for you, Leos. Absolutely. And you might actually have 2 different big changes, 2 separate big changes. I was drawn to the keys. There are 2 keys, and then I was drawn to the 2 different men, 2. And maybe 22 is a special number for you. Maybe some of you, your birth path is a number 2. Doesn't have to be though, okay. Okay, so what else for, it's all about your security I just got. I was drawn to the red on his robe, and that's security. So that has to do with, in astrology, that's Saturn, security, authority figures, one's security base, the root chakra. So that's what you're working on, you've been working on, that you will continue to work on this month. Some of you are mastering that for yourselves. Some of you have graduated, whether it's a physical graduation, spiritual graduation, or you are this month. I just got the words crown and seeing a crown, and I was drawn to the crown on his head. So something about a crown. Are you being crowned? King or queen, or something about, again, that's standing out, that's being a leader in your field. Okay, what else for Leos? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. I just got, you're a pillar of your community. For some of you, you're well loved, or you are going to be a pillar of your community. I was drawn to the 2 pillars. Pillars has to do with stability. It has to do with strong, solid foundation. Lovers. So this could mean also you could have a partner that you will be joining. You 2 will be joining forces this month. Maybe you've already done that. And that doesn't just have to be romantic partner. It could be a friend. It could be a business associate. I just got to possibly a reuniting of a family member. Okay, so next was 8 of Swords. And so, yes, where you have been blocked and, again, not able to go with the flow. And I'm getting to a lot of you, and you know this already, that it's been self-imposed, and maybe you didn't know this at first, but you realize that you have had the power all along to correct your situation. You just didn't see it. But now this month, and if that's the case for you, and you're still in that place, you will see it this month. You will see it this month. And you will see the progress. 7 of Pentacles. So you will see the progress, and the progress that you have made, and something it is or will be coming to fruition for you that you can see in your environment. And it's all because of you getting yourself unstuck. And like I was saying, stay open with all of your senses and the ability to go with the flow. And I just got change at a moment's notice, or move at a moment's notice. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else for Leos? Stay positive. Don't allow your mind to take over and put you or contain you in any way. Even though you can't see this fruition yet, it's coming, Leos. Okay. You have gained the wisdom over what you might, getting a message for someone or a few of you that you possibly you're not seeing, that you have gained the wisdom already, and you do know the way out. You do know the way out. You have already gained the wisdom. You have already passed the test, is what I got. But some of you aren't seeing that you have actually passed the test. And maybe you just needed a confirmation. And maybe this, once you hear this, that is the confirmation. Because this is your birthright. Whatever this is. Again, this is a general reading. You have mastered something. Don't allow anyone else to tell you otherwise. Okay, anything else for Leos? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. Okay, I don't think there's any more from these cards. So let's get... Let's get one more card before I close the reading. I'm keeping my monthlies shorter. So, no, I don't. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, so, what, okay, wow. Oh, landing. Okay, another, both of these. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so we have landing, that's number 10. So again, completion is here. And this is just another confirmation saying, yes, you've completed something. You can land. You've healed, or you're right at the end of healing. You can fly. You're not... your wings are not clipped. You can fly. You can unstick yourself. Trust. And this is number 34. That breaks down into a 7. And again, I know for sure this one came out for... I don't know which reading this month, but if you are listening to others, your ascendant moon or nodes of the moon, and this one comes up, okay, it's even double for you. And I almost want to say that these both came out together. I'm not positive. So talk about a double confirmation if you happen to listen to both of those as well. Trust yourself, Leo, trust yourself. You have completed something. You do have the wisdom to move forward, even if it doesn't feel like it. Something is coming to fruition for you. You have not missed your birthright. It's your birthright. So whatever, if some of you are thinking that you've missed something, no, it's your birthright. There's just something that hasn't been let go. And if that's whoever this is for, you will know what that means. So yes, it's your birthright, but the reason why you haven't received it yet and you're still feeling like this is because there is one last thing that must be let go, and you will know what it is, and you're to trust, let that go, and watch what happens. Okay, wow, that's beautiful, Leos. Well, I hope this was helpful. Until next time, bye.